Wow. Shakur Stevenson has a direct message for Oscar Valdez, who previously failed in his last fight. He said, man, watch what you putting in your tea. Hint, hint. And then Jake Paul says he got steroids in his meat. We gotta talk about all that and more in this video. Make sure you stick around. Shakur Stevenson makes it direct. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. And I'm back with some more boxing. The best thing you could do 2022, if you love boxing, if this is your sport or you want to learn more about it, smash the like button. That's all you got to do. It's quick, it's free, whatever. Oscar Valdez, he posted this, right? And he's drinking coffee. He back on the coffee, y'all. 6:36 a.m., steaming hot cup. You know what I mean? He got that cup of Joe, and he's proceeding to, I guess, work out, right? And this is the video he posted. So we'll play it through just a little bit. All I really need is a little bit. See, okay, he's running. Yeah. Of course, he has an upcoming fight, big fight in the game. Somebody's following him. He's sipping on that coffee, on that Java. Oscar Valdez says, hashtag Valdez Stevenson, Mexico flag emoji, hashtag Team Valdez, Puro Nogales, right? To which Shakur Stevenson, his opponent, says, hey champ, make sure your coffee is clean. We don't want that tea situation to happen all over again. And he put the crying emoji. So, what he's referring to is ahead of Oscar Valdez's last fight, Oscar Valdez failed a DRUG test for phentermine, a banned substance that is also labeled as a controlled substance. It's considered a controlled substance, right? And most times, in my experience in boxing, when someone fails a test, seldom do they admit it and say, oh yeah, I was using, you know what I'm saying? I was juicing, I was on it. I was trying to get like Bane. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna say that. Merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it. No one's gonna do that. More like 9 times out of 10. So Valdez said that he drank herbal tea and that's what caused him to test with a controlled substance in his system, right? And Top Rank, the WBC, and the Pacquiao tribe, whatever the name was, in Arizona, where the fight was to be held, his second home, where he grew up, they all decided and deemed and told the world, hey, don't worry about it. It's just, you know, it was an accident. It was some herbal tea. So Shakur obviously poking fun and saying, hey, well, actually, you know, a lot of truth is said in jest. It's not, he's probably being real, you know what I'm saying? He's saying, make sure your coffee is clean. Because in the excuse, Oscar Valdez said that to wean himself off of coffee, he started drinking herbal tea, and that's what he believes created this situation where he had phentermine, a banned controlled substance, in his system. Which to me, it always sounded ludicrous, because in boxing, so much can be done, but so little is done. And I think you know what I mean. For example, we have judges that have horrific scorecards, time after time, continually turn in bunk scorecards, but they still get jobs and pick up jobs for these big fight scenarios. So it shows you that boxing doesn't want to fix a lot of these problems. Boxing sees it, and it's just like, it's like your friend, someone you go to school with, that you're cool with, they come into the store you work, where you're employed, and they start shoplifting, and you don't want to snitch on them, so you turn the other way. You look the other way. So boxing don't want to fix it. They don't want to fix it because they allow this stuff. Like under normal rules, you fail a test, it's over. You know, your fight is at least canceled and that's it. Even in the Deontay Wilder-Luis Ortiz, which he later provided a doctor's note, something Oscar Valdez could not do, you know, in that scenario, the fight was at least postponed and later happened. They didn't even do that. They didn't attempt to do that. They just try to explain it away and they think we're sheep. So, you know, Bob Arum said Oscar Valdez positive test came from drinking herbal tea. And Valdez said the only difference, I've taken herbal tea. Oscar Valdez denies cheating, says he was drinking herbal tea. I mean, my thing is this. If boxing really wanted to get to the bottom of things, there would be a more thorough investigation. I know if a black fighter slapped somebody in public, there would be a thorough investigation, or slapped a woman, or, you know, anything like that. There would be a thorough investigation. Or if Shakur Stevenson was accused of shooting somebody, there would be a thorough investigation. But boxing don't want to fix a lot of these problems. And we know why, right? That's the reality of it. If you come to my channel, I'm gonna kick the facts, I'm gonna kick the ballistics, and I'm just tell you what it is. We know why. So the whole Valdez herbal tea stuff was cap. It just looked too bad. And even if it was true, the fight still should have been canceled just off of principle and for the continuity of rules and just to be consistent. But that's not what happened. And what was even more embarrassing is Valdez continued on with his fight and looked bad in the fight. So that's another thing. I know, albeit circumstantial evidence, but that's another piece of evidence that it makes it look bad. It's like, okay, so in training camp before your fight, it was discovered you had something in your system, which didn't allow you to like cut the weight. Like phentermine is a supplement that's illegal, a controlled substance that they often prescribe in fat weight loss clinics if people are like morbidly obese. So of course this would benefit a boxer for obvious reasons, because most fighters don't fight in this new era of boxing. People, their walk around weight is substantially higher and they're not fighting closer to their walk around weight. Oscar Valdez has previously expressed that he had issues making weight in his previous division at featherweight, right? And said it was hard, it was like a hellish thing. So at the end of the day, that would obviously be of benefit to a boxer if you can come in and lose weight easier. I mean, it's unfair. If you want to lose weight and you're a clean boxer, you got to go in the sauna, you got to put your miles in, you got to do your road work and things that are naturally occurring in your body. Now, speaking of this picture, Jake Paul did respond. So Shakur again said, hey champ, make sure your coffee is clean. We don't want the tea situation to happen all over again, right? So he put him on Front Street. Jake Paul seen it, and this is what he said. Wow. Hold on. Let me highlight it green. It said, LOL, his meat got, quote, steroids in it. Crying emoji. We know what Eddie is doing. We know what Eddie doing. So he's talking about Canelo's gym and Canelo's longtime trainer, Eddie Reynoso. So he's basically insinuating there's something amiss, there's something going on in that gym, which others like Caleb Plant and Devin Haney, other pro boxers, have alluded to. Jake Paul now being a YouTuber slash boxer slash athlete, he says we know what Eddie is doing. So that's a heavy, bold claim, and he believes that something else is going on in that gym. So Jake Paul is definitely paying attention to what's good and what's going on in the world of boxing. Now, Canelo's gym, man, they can't afford, because first of all, Shakur is an amazing fighter. So if Oscar Valdez were to truly fail another test, it would be over, because you're not going to keep explaining away these things that aren't happening to just anybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be probably career-ending like damage if he fails another one. So whatever he's doing, he better make sure it's on the up and up, or make sure it's foolproof, because that's a wrap. And you're being put on blast. And see, this is the thing. This is, at the end of the day, you have an asterisk by all your wins, especially fight wins like Miguel Berchelt, where people didn't think you were gonna win, and then you blast them out with a single shot. You know what I mean? And the other thing is, again, this is just conjecture, if you will, but if Valdez fights Shakur and what old media says is true, they say, oh, Shakur ain't got no power, but Valdez, if he don't look closer to what he looked like versus Berchelt, then it's really gonna raise eyebrows and raise questions. Why did he look like Superman for the Berchelt fight, but then when he got busted in his other fight with Conceição, he didn't look great? And then now that the pressure's on and hopefully nothing else can be ingested or consumed that is a banned substance, if he fights Shakur and it's not competitive like one would think, then it just draws too many questions to this failed test, because that doesn't make sense. If you're an elite level performer, then there's typically consistency unless something happens. Were you injured? Were you know, did you take a long layoff? Other than that, how do you explain why a lack of consistency if you're an elite level champion and an elite level operator? So to me, at least to me, that's gonna look bad if this fight doesn't look like it just Shakur blows him out or something like that. That's gonna look real bad, because the pressure's on to do it clean. You got the likes of Shakur Stevenson, the likes of Jake Paul. They're all calling your gym out, so there can't be no more slip-ups. We'll see how it all plays out. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know how I did in the video. If you like it, this is your one-stop shop for all your boxing needs. I'm literally the best in the business, so you might as well subscribe. With that, I'm out. And I'm out. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready, with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.